Hello, so I'm so pleased to have us here again. Thank you very much for coming. Here is Sculpt Quest, and with you present is Marvin Tabi Ashu. Really, I'm thankful for all the comments that you people have been giving me about my looks and my how I dress. It's a statement, right? And this is why we are here actually to encourage us to look our best, to be our best, and to do our best as men and boys. If I cannot motivate the younger one to be more proper and presentable in their ways of life, then why are we here? So I'm so thankful to get this kind of feedback. And also, I had a call from somebody who asked me to teach him how to dress good, just like me. Thank you very much, brother. I really want to do that. But again, we all have our own unique identity and fashion taste. So what I'm going to share with us should be like a base in which you can lean on to explore the vast horizon when it comes to this fashion industry, And I am old school. I don't know if you are old school. So, but again, yeah, I mean, this is why we are here. We don't just talk about attitude, manliness, and parenting without talking about ways to improve our physical appearance. Um, yeah, so this is why I even dress like this today, so you can be able to see for yourself when I talk about the things that I look out for in selecting a shirt. But again, you should consider your body shape, your body size, and this is why we encourage us a lot to do a lot of exercise to stay in shape. So whatever we wear can have the best of presentation, right? So if you look at my shirt, it is well fitted as opposed to tight. Tight fitting shirt doesn't mean fit. Like tight shirt is different because you can move, you can breathe, you struggle with you being in this garment. So look at my arm, it is well fitted. It has allowance right here, right? And I can move freely in the shirt without struggle. I can breathe properly, I can sit and stand properly. That is how your shirt should fit. Look at the end of this arm above my shoulder. It shows that it is well fitted. So I don't even know how to describe this to you furthermore, but again, I hope that you understand. A shirt that is not that is poorly fitted or oversized is either the end of this joint overlaps across your shoulder or stays up high up above your shoulder. That is a clear sign to show that this shirt is not properly fitted. But if it sits at the end of your shoulder, it's a clear sign that you've had the right size. Again, one thing you should know is to know your shirt size. And how do you know that? Is to look in the inside of the shirt. You're going to see the shirt size there. So from the very first shirt that you can apply some of these things that I'm sharing with you and it suits you properly, you can already know your size set, your shirt size from these. Okay. So when next you are going out there for shopping, you can go looking for these and that size that suits you better. But you should also have in mind that there is European size, American size, British size, and Asian size. So when going in for some of these things, you should already know too. So yeah, look at, if I stand up, if I sit up properly, you see a line here around my chest, right? Because of my build, that alone express a form of fit and confidence in my physical appearance, right? So exercise plays a greater role on how you look in every garment that you have. I could get the worstest of quality garment, but again, because I know how to carry it, that confidence, that charisma, that build adds up a high value to what I have on. So that is another point that we must consider. Okay. So what I look out when purchasing my shirt is first the collar. The collar has to be stiff enough. It speaks of quality. The fabric in which is being used to keep this collar up says that it is well made. So if you go in for something that is poorly made, it cannot stand the washing pressure from the machine and it twists and fades off easily. It shrinks easily. That is one point. Point number two would be the buttonholes and the button. You can easily cite that a shirt is poorly made from the buttonhole because the finishing at that end is not going to be smooth and even, and the button itself is going to be made out of plastic. But to get a quality shirt, either a cow horn is being used as the material of the button or shells. Okay, that is point number two. Point number three will be the finishing of the stitching. at the end, the hems, all of this gives you a clear understanding of the finishing. If somebody can put in the hours to do these very little things perfectly well, it means that they pay in so much attention in the details of this shirt. All right. The next thing will be the fabric. The quality of the fabric that I go in is something I make sure that it is breathable so I can feel free and have so much comfort in this garment. Okay. So some garments you can't really like have them on you without you feeling some kind of itchiness. That is another thing that you should be looking at. So with all of these things into context, you already know what you should be looking out for when picking out a shirt. Dressing up properly has to do with a lot of things. If you look at my shoes, I have on a black boot, today a Chelsea boot, and that has to do with my belt. The leather of my belt is black, so there's no way you should put on a brown boot or a brown shoes and you having a green belt on your waist. Is I mean, there's no color balance. Like the color contrasting is very wild. Always do matching colors to make it easy for you. But for those of us or those of you who already have a lot of understanding when it comes to coloring, you can play with a lot because you know what works well with what. So to begin with, as a beginner, you should always pay attention to simplify your dressing. Not to put a lot of things on you that makes it like colors are rioting and all of that. Your pants, your trousers must not be tight. If my trouser was too tight, I wouldn't have been able to fold my legs like this. So I'm more comfortable. I can move this at any time and put it back up without struggle. I can stand up and sit down again without struggle. I can climb staircase without struggle. But for those of you who have on tight pants, I mean, you should already see that they can handle a lot of things, which makes you very uncomfortable and says that you lack sense of taste or sense of style. That is another point. But again, I hope that you understand what I'm saying. When it comes to your jewelries, make sure that you have matching colors. If you like putting on some, chains, make sure that if you're having silver, your watch should be silver. If you have gold, your watch should be gold, your ring and all whatnot. For example, I have my watch today. This is rose gold, right? Rose gold. So the bangle that I have on with me today is also rose gold. So there is this contrast right here, okay? So I am more comfortable sitting, raising up my hands without worrying. So this already says that, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. So I hope that the little that I have shared with you today goes a long way and makes you feel comfortable when selecting your items to present out there in the best way possible. If you like what you had with us today, please like, share, and subscribe. Nice to see you, and I hope we catch up again next time.